15 January 2022 Morning Murli Om Shanti BapDada Madhuban. Sweet children, this Dada is your wonderful post office. It is through this one that you receive directions from shivbaba. Question: in which situation does Baba caution your children and why? Answer: Baba says, children, remain cautious. Do not be hurt by Maya too much. If you continue to be hurt by Maya, you will die and not then be able to receive a status. When someone takes birth to God and then dies because of being hurt by Maya, that death is the worst of all. When Maya makes you children do wrong things, Baba feels a lot of mercy for you, and this is why he continues to caution you. Song: the heart desires to call you. Om Shanti. The time to call the Father is when all human beings have become unhappy because they have become vicious. What makes them unhappy? Tamapradhan people do not even know this. It is the five vices, Ravan, that makes you unhappy. Acha, until when will his kingdom continue? This kingdom will definitely continue till the end of the world. They say that it is now the kingdom of Ravan. The names of the kingdom of Ram and the kingdom of Ravan are very well known. Only in Bharat do they know about the kingdom of Ravan. It can be seen that he is the enemy of Bharat. It was Ravan that made Bharat fall. When the deities went onto the path of sin, that is when they begin to enlarge in vice. The world doesn't know how viceless Bharat became vicious. There is praise of Bharat. Bharat was elevated and it is now impure. Devotees became worshippers. At the time they became impure. They have been remembering God since that time. It has been explained that the Father comes at the confluence age of the cycle. There are 4 ages in the cycle, but no one knows about the 5th age, which is the confluence age. They say that there are many confluence ages. They say that he comes in every age. And so there are so many confluence ages, from the golden age to the silver age, from the silver age to the copper age, and from the copper age to the iron age. However, the Father says, I have to come at the confluence age of the cycle. This is called the elevated, auspicious confluence age. When human beings became pure from impure, the golden age comes after the iron age. What is there after the golden age? The silver age, the kingdom of Sun dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan, then becomes that of the Moon dynasty. The silver age is the kingdom of Ram and the golden age is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. After the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, there is the kingdom of Ram and Sita. There must definitely be a confluence age between the golden and silver ages. After that, Abraham comes. He belongs to the other side. He has no connection here. There are many in the copper age. There are those of Islam, the Buddhists and the Christians, etc. It is now 2000 years since Christianity was established. Some do calculate such things. Now after the confluence age, you have to go to the golden age. Thus history and geography should be in your intellects. God, the highest on high, is remembered. It is only to him that you sing, you are the mother and you are the father. This is the praise of the God, the highest on high. Whom do you call the mother and father? No one knows this. Nowadays they go in front of any idol and say, you are the mother and father. Who should be called the mother and father? Would you say it to Lakshmi and Narayan, or to Brahma and Saraswati, or to Shankar and Parvati? They too are shown as a couple. So, who should be called the mother and father. If God is the father, a mother is also definitely needed. They don't know who would be called the mother. These are called deep things. Since he is the creator, there also has to be a female. Only the one would be praised. It isn't that sometimes Brahma would be praised, sometimes Vishnu would be praised, and sometimes Shankar. No, praise is always sung of the one. They still sing, "Oh, purifier, come." Therefore, he would definitely come at the end. Why would he come in every age? It is by the end that you became impure. The Father who purifies the impure definitely has to come into the impure world. Only then can he purify everyone. He will not make you pure while sitting up there. The golden age is the pure world and the iron age is the impure world. It is the task of the Father alone to make the old world new. There is the establishment of the new world and the destruction of the old world. What does he establish through Brahma? The land of Vishnu. Establishment takes place through Brahma and the Brahmins. A sacrificial fire is created through Brahmins, and so he would definitely teach Brahmins. You write that Baba is teaching Raj Yoga to Brahma and the mouth-born Brahmins. Saraswati is also included in that. This clan of Brahmins is wonderful. A brother and sister cannot marry. When people come, we give them the introduction of Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and what their relationship is with Him. You say Pita means father, and so he is the father, and this one is Dada. You receive the inheritance from that one who is the unlimited Father, the ocean of knowledge. He gives it through Brahma. This is God's lap. You then go into the lap of the deities. It is easy to explain this. The calculation of the 4 ages is accurate. You had to become impure from pure. From 16 celestial degrees, you became 14 degrees and then 12. First of all, you have to give everyone the Father's introduction. If a new person were to meet Baba, he or she wouldn't understand anything, because the wonder is that Bap and Dada are combined. Some children repeatedly forget whom they are talking to. Let only Shivbaba be remembered with your intellect. We are going to Shivbaba. Why do you remember this, Baba? By remembering Shivbaba, your sins will be absorbed. For instance, when you take a photograph, let your intellect go to Shivbaba, because this is both Bap and Dada. It is because Shivbaba is here that this Dada is also here. You take a photograph of BapDada. You have to come to meet Shivbaba through this Dada. This one is the post office. You have to take directions from Shivbaba through this one. This is something very wonderful. God has to come when the world becomes old. The world begins to become impure in the copper age. At the end, the whole world becomes impure. Explained using the pictures. The golden and silver ages are called heaven, paradise. The new world does not exist all the time. When the world becomes half old, it is called old. The life of everything becomes half new and half old. However, there is no guarantee about anyone's body at this time. This is the full account of the half the cycle. There cannot be any change in this. Nothing can be changed before its time. Other things can fall apart in the middle of their lifespans, but the destruction of the old world and the establishment of the new world cannot take place any sooner or later. A building can be destroyed at any time. There is no guarantee about that. But this cycle is eternal and imperishable. It continues to move at its own time. The old world has a full, accurate life. For half a cycle, it is the kingdom of Ram, and for the other half, it is the kingdom of Ravan. It cannot be any longer. You children have all three worlds in your intellect. You are receiving knowledge from the master of the three worlds. Your status at this time is very elevated. At this time, you are the masters of the three worlds because you have the knowledge of all three worlds. You have visions of the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world. Your children have the full recognition of this in your intellects. Baba is the master of the three worlds and he knows the three worlds. He gives you this knowledge, and so you are also the masters of the three worlds. At this time, you also have the knowledge number wise according to your efforts that Baba has. Then, in the golden age, you became the masters of the world. There, you won't be called the masters of the three worlds. Lakshmi and Narayan do not have knowledge of the three worlds. They don't have knowledge of the world cycle. You are children of God, the knowledgeful one. He had taught you and made you equal to himself. You know that you will again become the masters of the land of Vishnu. You also have the knowledge of whatever has passed up to now. People know limited history and geography, whereas you have the unlimited history and geography in your intellects. They know about wars of physical violence. No one knows about the war with the power of yoga. You know that you became the masters of the world with the power of yoga. It is the Father who is the master of the three worlds who teaches you. At this time, your status is very high. You are the master knowledgeful children of the knowledgeful Father. You also know how He is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of bliss. He is called the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss. At this time, you feel that bliss because you were very unhappy and you are now therefore able to see the contrast between happiness and sorrow. Lakshmi and Narayan do not know those things. They simply rule the kingdom. That is their reward. You will also go and rule in heaven. You will build very good palaces there. There is nothing to worry about there. This should remain in your intellects permanently so that your mercury of happiness rises. Many types of storm will come. No one has yet become complete. The Father explains you will have to become very subtle. Those people go to Amarnath, means temple to the Lord of Immortality, but they still definitely have to come back down. You will go to the Father and then go to the new world of the golden age and then begin to come down. This is our unlimited pilgrimage. First, we will stay with Baba very comfortably, and we will then rule our kingdom and then continue to come down for birth after birth. Whether you call this a cycle or the rise and fall, it is the same thing. You will go up from down below and then begin to come down again. Only those who have shared intellects will understand these things very well and also be able to explain them. This Baba too didn't know anything. If this one had a guru, that guru would have had other followers too. He wouldn't have had just one follower. It says in the scriptures, means Gita, God speaks, "Oh Arjuna." They have mentioned the name of just one. God is sitting in the chariot of Arjuna, and so it is as though he alone is listening to God. There would also have been others. There would have been Sanjay too. This unlimited school only opens once. Those schools continue all the time. As is the king, so their language. Even in the golden age, they go to school. You will learn language, administration, etc. Everything. Everything will be created there too. Everything that is the best exists in heaven. Then all of that becomes old. The deities receive the best things of all. What would you receive here? You feel that you will receive everything new in the new world. Understand all these things and then explain them to people. We are now at the conference age and the world is now changing for us. According to the drama, I have come once again to change you from impure into the pure deities. The cycle continues to turn. Definitely only through Brahma, the father of people, would he have created Brahmins. The sacrificial fire was created by Brahmins. Brahmins will then become deities. This is why it is also essential to have the variety form image. It proves that on the mouthbone Brahmins became deities. Then there continues to be expansion. Deities will become warriors, then merchants, and then Shudras. This confluence age is very well known. Souls remain separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. There is the ascending stage and then the descending stage. This too has to be explained. First, you are the children of God, then the children of deities, and then your status continues to decline in this way. You can ask, whom do you refer to when you speak of the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness? They would definitely say the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. When the sorrow of the world has ended, it will become the land of Vishnu. The sorrow of Brahmins ends and they receive happiness. This is a matter of a second. You have come out of the laps of your worldly fathers and come into the lap of the Father from beyond this world. This is a matter of happiness. This is the most important examination. You became the kings of the kings. No one apart from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can teach Raj Yoga. Thus, pictures are very good. Who would say that they don't have any connection with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? You shouldn't speak to such atheists. While you children are moving along, Maya sometimes make you perform wrong actions. Baba feels mercy. He then explains, be cautious. Don't hurt yourself too badly. Otherwise, you won't receive a status. Maya slaps you so hard that you could even leave your body. Once you die, you won't be able to celebrate your birthday. They would say the child has died. To take birth to God and then to die is the worst death of all. If you don't feel something is right, then leave it. If you have any doubts about something, don't look at it. Baba says Man Manabhav. Remember me and spin the discus of self-realization. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point. Become master knowledgeful, the same as the father. Churn the knowledge and maintain infinite happiness. Experience bliss. Second point. While in the midst of many types of storm, make yourself stable. In order to be saved from being hurt by Maya, be very cautious. Blessing. May you be a confluence age angel who is to become a deity and eat and share with others the Prabhu Prasad of divine virtues. Explanation. Divine virtues are the most elevated Prabhu Prasad. Share this with others a lot, just as you share physical toli with one another out of love. In the same way, give others the story of divine virtues. Whatever power any soul needs, donate that power to him with your mind, that is, with your pure attitude and vibrations. Through your actions, become an embodiment of virtues and give souls the cooperation to imbibe virtues. By doing this, the aim of the confluence age of changing from an angel into a deity will easily be visible to all in a practical way. Slogan. Constantly to have zeal and enthusiasm is the breath of Brahman life. Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being merged in love. With the experience of God's love, be an easy yogi and continue to fly. God's love is the means with which to fly. Those who are flying are never pulled down by the earth's gravity. No matter how attractive Maya's form may be, that attraction cannot come anywhere near those who are in the flying state. Om Shanti